Yes, I am. I'm looking for hella potions. See, now this is what I'm talking about. For healing, this is definitely the kind of thing that I'm looking for. 1000 HP. It's really cheap as well, dude. It's only 30 Shin. 30 Shin? 30 Shin for 1000 HP. That is super cheap. And then this strong potion here is 40% HP, so it's a percentage of whatever your HP is. It's the same price though. So I guess when your HP gets a lot higher, like your max HP, then it would be better to start buying the strong potions instead of the high potions because of your percentage. We don't need any SP recovery items, but we definitely need 3 of these. But I think even just those 3 high potions will be enough to allow me to win this fight. Now that I've got an option to recover my HP, you know, a lot of my HP, basically get full health with 1 potion. Oh, there's a password. I know I got a 3 and a 7 from these guys, but the other 2 digits, I'm not entirely sure. Lucky guess? Wait a second. Oh wait. Do I have to fight them to get their password? Okay. Wow, I should definitely be using that heat spell on the gobble. It must be its weakness because it did such a load of damage. It did huge damage using the heat spell, and that's the heat spell is with the Sneed, right? I think it's the Sneed that has the heat spell. 1. That was 3-7. 3-7-1. Who have we got here? Ascian and a Gobble and a Slinden. Right, so I want to use Bubble on the Ascian, but with the Sneed, you've really got to use your Heat spell on the Gobble. And why don't you try and Slow? I think Slow has a reasonably high success rate so far, and I think we'll do Double Punch. Sienta is blind. Now I'm just not quite sure about the blind status element. Because usually in most games it's just an accuracy thing that you can't, your physical attacks are going to miss more often. I think in this game it's got a slightly different application that I'm a bit unsure about. I think it impacts on more stuff than just accuracy. But let's look here. Keep up with the bubble on the ASEAN. Use your heat on the gobble, because I think it does quite a lot of damage. And then why don't you try... I think maybe we should experiment and see how the effectiveness of poison breath is. Even if I lose this fight, I want to try and see how effective the poison breath skill is. So let's try it on this Linden and pay attention to whether it succeeds or not. Yeah, let's try out the status elements. So let's use Confusion on this Linden, and I'm going to keep going and experiment with, see how effective they are. Poison breath, no effect. Blob used bubble. Confusion. Okay, Confusion succeeded there on this Linden, so that's good to know. Right. Heat, gobble. Let's now ramp it up with a bit of punch action and a bit of double punch action. Definitely doing good damage, the heat spell. Okay, so Confusion only lasts for one turn, so it's a very short status ailment. Wait a second. No. Excuse me. Definitely got a lot of HP though, these enemies. They've got a lot of HP. You know? Takes a long time to kill them. Even with 4 people. Going ham. Got it. Level up. 9. So 3, 7, 1, 9. I hope that's the right order. Yeah. Well, who have we got here? You came pretty far, but you won't beat me. Why don't we make this battle more exciting? The winner can choose one of the opponent's cards. If you think you can win, you will accept this challenge, right? I think I can win. Give me your card. Your card is mine. Fire. Water. Okay, interesting. I really like these enemies, the graphics for these enemies, the Tiradago and the Minta. I think they look really good. I think they look really nice and very boss-like. It really gives you a sense that these are bosses, and you've got to, you know, up your game for the bosses. So nice artwork. And the Tiradago was a fire, and Minta is a water snake woman. So what I think I should do is use the water spell on Tiradago and use the fire spell on Miss Minta. And with you can slow Minta, and you can try and confuse Tiradago maybe. Give it a go. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good damage to these bosses. Quite good. Mind you, they're doing quite good damage to me as well, so. But yeah, I think this is a decent strategy of exploiting their elemental affinities and weaknesses. And why don't you try and slow Tiradago as well? And why don't you try and, we're not really attacking much, but you can attack Curse to Tiradago and debuff its attack to really skew the odds in my favour. Yeah, I'm doing a great amount of damage here. It's really, do you know what? It's really satisfying when you see their HP bars go down a big chunk with one attack. It's like, yeah, take that damage. Heat on Minta. Slow, and we've done slow. Try and stun. Okay, let's check our HP totals. Right, Pipit is almost dead, so we need to use one of our high potions on him. Perfect. But I think I've got this in the bag. I think this battle is mine. Can't see how it's going to go wrong from here, you know. I mean, look, he's dead. She's almost dead. And, I mean, okay, Sneed and Zienta are critical, but at this point, it's just worth it to just go all out, you know? Because, even if they die, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be in that much danger, so I can just try and finish her off. Like, be really aggressive and just go for it. Yeah. Laters. Pops party up on the battle. Sneed's now level 18. Did I lost? Okay, that should be did I lose? This cannot be. Tiradago and Cinta are meant to be unbeatable. Well, they really weren't. Choose a guard that you like, they are useless to me. Well, if they're useless to you, and I beat you, then why would I want your crappy cards? Like, think about it. If you've got crappy cards that I can beat really easily, then why would I even want to take them? They're just gonna clog up my inventory system. Fine, I will take one of your crappy cards. I don't like snakes. And that flying lion guy was pretty cool, so I'm going to take Tiradago. And, yeah. Collect. Yes. We will find the legendary card, and then you don't stand a chance. Where did you go? Killer. So that was this Claire woman, who seems like a right bitch. Switch Garden West. So let's see if we can switch up our team a little bit, you know? because Tiradago, I want to put him in my team and see if I can use him a little bit better than she did. What do I want to do with this card? I want to put it into my party. Card's been added to your party. Okay, just check again that it's in my party. Why is it still like all bronze and bronzed out and not in my party? I'm going to put it in party. Put it in party. I'm gonna go and test that and see if that Tiradago has indeed been... I don't know if those shadow guys are... No, they're not still there. I'll go and get into a random fight with one of the townspeople wandering around here. You'll do. Just beginner, yeah. I don't care. So I should have Tiradago in my party right now. Oh, this is a total overkill. I don't! What the F is up with that? Luxus, are you still here? I know you said your internet was bad, but if you're here, make yourself known. Yeah, because I mean, I definitely double checked. Like, I went into the card menu twice and selected Tiradago and I said put him in my party, and he's not. I'll try again in a minute once I steamroll this level 1 blob to death. Why don't you let me win for one time? Listen, I'm testing stuff out here. It's not about winning. Right, again, we go to cards. Okay. We go to... Maybe I need to remove one of them first. Not remove permanently, just remove from party. Card is removed from your party. I mean, that might be what you have to do first before you add someone else to the party. I want to add him to the party. Put into a party. Check. Still look all like... Because I think that this silver colour is the cards that you've got in your party, and then the other colour is the ones that you... No wait, because Zinta is in my party. The Vamp is not. So that's not what the colour is. So the colour doesn't mean anything. It's just... Let's try again. Try and put him in my party again. Put into party. And check it out. Fight me. Where's my Tiradago at? Where's the Tiradago? I'm confused. Confused.com. It could be a bug in the code, but it's a pretty major bug if you can't switch your characters and it's telling you that you can. Like, that's pretty majoral. Let's try putting the Vamp into the party. Put into party. Does the Vamp show up? No. The Vamp doesn't show up either. It's gotta be a bug, right? It's gotta be a glitch. So nothing that I'm doing wrong, because it's telling me, like, the card has been put into your party. I don't know any other way that it could work. You know? Like... Q's main menu with the funky music. Oh, I could try fusing two cards together. That might be cool. Not yet. Okay. But no, so that's not it. So cards. Oh man, that's weird. I wish Luxus was here. I hope he watches this on YouTube and, like, comments. Show it first. show, and then no, not that. So we've showed it, and put into my party. I don't know. Oh no. I mean, it's to be expected, to be honest with you. You're gonna have those kind of bugs when you're making like a custom battle system. You know, instead of the actual standard RPG battle system, if you're doing anything custom, anything different, anything original, there are going to be those kind of bugs. They just, unless you're, even if you're, even if you're a programmer, things are probably going to get past you. Things are probably going to sneak past you, because it's impossible to catch everything on your own. It's really hard to. And you know, that's what I said about Bogus when I was talking about Bogus. And people were finding glitches like left, right and centre. There were all sorts of bugs and things going wrong and stuff, and it just happens. But it's really important that when you find them, that's why I'm trying to make quite a big deal out of it, so that it's quite a long bit in the video, so that he doesn't skip past it, and hopefully he watches this and sees it. No Tiradago. Shindra. I like that dragon enemy, it's quite cool. But even if I find a Shindra card, you see, this is the problem now. Even if I find a Shindra card, I won't be able to put it in my party. Like, I'm stuck with these 4 cards now for the rest of the game. And I think probably a lot of the enjoyment of the game is coming from switching your cards in and out, you know, adjusting your team. That's probably what a lot of the fun comes from. And I'm annoyed that I can't do that. I've definitely tried everything, like, there's nothing else I can do. I tried removing the cards first, like the ones I already have in my party. I tried removing them and that didn't do anything. But as I say, I'm trying not to be too negative and critical, because I know how easy it is for these kind of bugs to slip under the radar, so I know it just happens. Because I was watching someone play through some RPG Maker games on YouTube. She actually replied to a post in the forums on rpgmakerweb.com where people post their games once they finish them. She replied to that post, and she put a link to her YouTube where she was playing through some RPG Maker games, and OMG, she was so harsh. She was the harshest person. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, okay, of course, criticism is really healthy, it helps you improve, and it's good to know if things are not working, or, you know, just what you can do to improve your game. But she was just like, she was so horrible. She really did not come off well. Her name was Indra Lady Potato, and she was Spanish. She had like a really heavily accented Spanish accent. It was quite funny. But man, she went in on, what was his name? Yeah, it was Engineer Addict Uzmiko. So the game that I played before this one, which was Phantasma Oculus Autumn Hearts, I played that before I played this one. she put up a link to her video where she played through that, and she was like, she was not taking any prisoners, let me tell you. She was determined to rip that game to shreds. And it's not as though any of her opinions were wrong. Like, the things that she was saying were true. You know, the maps could be improved, the font was a little bit dodgy, the English was a little bit dodgy again. All the stuff she was saying was true, but it was the way that she said it. It was just too, in my opinion, it was too harsh. It was too harsh, and if someone had made a video like that about my game, where they totally annihilated everything, and you see, she wasn't balancing it with good stuff either. Like, the good stuff in the game, she wasn't praising it. She was only talking about the negative stuff. And I was like, that's harsh. That is really, really harsh. And then I went on her YouTube, because I was kind of intrigued. I was like, why would you... First of all, if you decided to try the game, and you thought it was that bad and that terrible, why would you go back to the forum and put your video, link your video on the forum? Why would you, like, for me, if I thought it was that bad, I would just not reply. I would just think, okay, this game's not for me. I'm not gonna go back to the forum and completely depress the guy by saying, oh, your game's a piece of shit. You know, I'm not gonna do that. So I was intrigued as to what her motivation was. Like, why was she being so harsh? So I went to her YouTube, zoom, and I had a look at all of her videos, and she'd played through quite a lot of RPG Maker games, and she was negative about all of them. Like, right off the bat, as soon as the game loads up, if there was like a tiny little... If there was anything negative on the title screen, she was in there. She was like, oh, look at this, look at that, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I kind of thought, okay, yeah, she's got an ulterior motive here. Either that, or she's just a really negative person in real life, and I would not want to be friends with her, let me tell you. Okay, that's my rant over. Sorry, I had to rant. I had to rant because I was really surprised, and it was just a strange thing to see. Wow. I don't know where... Is this the event park? Right, quick bathroom break. And then I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So, let's put on the funky music. I'll be back in a minute. Yo, I'm back. Such funky music. Okay, back to adventure. Back to zooming arrows. Yeah, but I just had to mention that Indra Lady Potato because Like, to be honest with you, I did laugh my head off. It was really hilarious. Her video, her a review video of Phantasm Oculus Bottom Hearts. It was really funny and shocking, but at the same time it was, I don't know, I felt bad for engineer Alex Kuzmiko, and you know, to his credit, he replied to her reply. So he replied to her video review, and he was just like, okay, that's a good point, that's a good point, that's a good point, how do I fix that, what do you suggest, how do I improve it? So he took the criticism really well, considering how it wasn't like constructive criticism, it was just kind of ripping him to shreds. He took it really well. You know, if it was me, I would not have reacted that well. I'll tell you that for sure. I would have been like, listen, if you don't like the game that much, don't post a link. You know, don't reply. Just don't reply. Because you're just crushing people's spirit otherwise, you know? Just crushing them for what? I'm kinda hungry. Attack. You die. Ooh, Blob has learned Tidal Wave. Now that sounds OP. That sounds like that could be a really powerful spell. It better be. Tidal Wave? No? Press. Got an AGI up. Fantastico. Let's quickly use that in the items. Oh, we can't use it. This is the chill settings. Can't use it though. Why can't I use it? Why not use it? Strange. Strange. Increases agility status. Or status, not. Wait a second. Yeah, that should be. Well, I'll try it in battle. Okay, so this looks like another really tricky puzzle map where I have to step on the right arrow that's going to zoom me all across the area, and if I step on the wrong one, it's going to take me all over the place. But puzzles are really difficult to design well. I only put one puzzle in Bogus Journey because it was actually really a lot of work to plan out all the various steps and to make sure that it was solvable and to make sure that the player wouldn't get trapped anywhere, or you know, that it wouldn't be. It was just a lot of work to make a puzzle, even a relatively simple switch puzzle, you know, where you're pressing switches and stepping on switches. It was a lot more tricky than I thought it would be. So I only put one in Bogus Journey. So I know that these puzzles, he's taken a long time and he's put a lot of work into making sure that these puzzles are, you know, they work in the game. So I guess I need to manage to get to all the blue switches. Wow, this map is huge, man. This map is friggin' humongous. It's friggin' the heck. Jesus, man. This map is so huge. Wait, no. I need to work out where the heck. Can I quit or do I have to fight you? I have to fight you. Man, this map is huge. I thought it was just that small little bit that I was on, and then it zoomed me way up north, and I was like, oh my god, there's like a whole other bit to the map. I want to keep going though, because I kind of feel like I wasted quite a lot of time at the start when I was lost. So I kind of want to make a bit more progress before I call it a day. Oh man, that tidal wave didn't do anything. Are you joking me? Tidal wave is not good. Try again. Tidal wave. Attack 50, and it's against all opponents. Bubble is the damage 100, damage 150, attack 50. I don't know what the difference is there. Try it again, but it didn't seem to do much damage at all. Blobby's Tidal Wave. 51 HP, 75 HP. That's, considering how much HP these enemies have, that's, you know, not very effective use of. I think it would be much faster just to use your this one against one opponent rather than trying to use the Tidal Wave. I don't think its damage formula is worth it at this point. So double punch. So Luxus, that might be something that you want to just look into, because I mean, right now the bubble spell was only doing 179, so it's not as if it's a lot more powerful than Tidal Wave, but and it could be an elemental thing as well. It could be that these enemies are just resistant to water. That could well be the case. Mind you, it's not taking any damage from fire either, so... Oh, so much HP. I'm trying to fight these battles without buffing or anything, because I feel like these battles, you know, you shouldn't really have to buff that much. But yeah, you know, so it was a weird thing watching that Indra Lady Potato, because in some ways I was kind of like, I thought it was what she was doing was a good thing, because she was putting her videos on YouTube and she was promoting the RPG Maker games. You know, she was bringing them to more people's attention. So I was kind of thought, oh well, it's quite a good thing really. But if she had just been a little bit more encouraging and a little bit less bitch. It would have been better. I mean, I can't deny that she was entertaining. Like, she did make me laugh. Even though she was being mean, she did make me laugh, and I kind of felt bad at the same time. I was like, why are you laughing? She's being so mean. But I guess that's entertainment sometimes. You know? It's like Simon Cowell on X Factor or American Idol. Like, people love to hate him because, ooh, switch. So we found a switch. You know, Simon Cowell, that's his whole thing, that's his whole shtick, is he is a mean judge. He is harsh and brutally honest, and that's where the entertainment comes from. You know, that's how he made all that money, is by being a little bit meaner than everyone else. So maybe she's just being smart. I don't know. But I also think if you're going to be that harsh, and if you're going to be, if you're going to demand such high standards from other people, you know, you kind of have to have the credentials yourself to justify that. Like, at least Simon Cowell, at least he was successful in the music industry. I mean, some people might question the type of music that he was successful with as being trashy or whatever, but he did have success in the music business. So he kind of earned the right to be critical of other people. And this Indra Lady Potato, I'm not sure what she's done in terms of the RPG Maker community, whether she's made a game herself that was awesome and brilliant and perfect and flawless, or whether she's just someone who has not done anything and is just criticizing other people. Because if you haven't done anything yourself, then you don't really have the right to criticize other people to that extent. You know? Where are your credentials? You've got to have credentials. Flopped. Ouchie. Spikes. Am I trapped in here now? Wait. Oh no, I'm not, 'cause I can walk past these things. I think, Luxus, here I would say this map is too big. For this kind of a puzzle, where the arrows are zooming you all around the map, I think it's too big because it's too easy to get lost, and it's not like you can just walk back to where you were going. These arrows are going to zoom me all over the place, and then I'm going to be even more lost. You know? So I think it's too big of a map for this kind of a puzzle. If it was without a puzzle, like if it was just an exploration map where you were just walking around and exploring and finding some treasure and fighting some enemies maybe, then it would be fine. But for a map to have this kind of a puzzle, I think it's way too big. It's way too overwhelming. Like, at the moment, I don't feel like I can possibly solve this puzzle because it's just too big. So that would be my suggestion, is to either decrease the size or to maybe make the arrows less arrows, you know, less zooming around, maybe. Because I mean, the first one was bad enough, that was in the cave underground. That one was bad enough, but this one is like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm ever gonna solve it. But I have pressed 2 blue switches so far, so I don't know if I'm just looking for one more, or whether there's more than 3. I don't know. And the worst part is, you have to watch while you're moving around. You can't, you know. I'm just trying to look and watch in case I see a blue switch somewhere. Then at least I know where I'm heading for and I can try and get there. You know, if I see it while I'm zooming around. But I'm I'm not seeing the other blue switch so far. I'm seeing the blue switches that I've already pressed. But I'm not seeing another one. It's probably not a good idea to do this puzzle when I'm hungry as well, and my brain power is starting to fail me. It's probably not a smart idea. I might have some sweets that I can go and get and replenish my blood sugar that way. No. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, this is at least a little bit different here. Oh no, I think I've been this way before. Down. Whoa. Oh my god. No, no, I've been here before. I've already been here. Remember the spikes bit and then... And look, the map even goes even further up than this, and there's arrows all the way up. I think it's... well, I don't know. I think what you should do is wait until this has been on YouTube for a couple, well, wait until maybe like a week's time, so that it gives people time to comment on the video, because I think you probably need to gather a consensus of opinion. Like if some people are saying, oh no, it's fine, it's not too big, then okay, you can decide yourself. But if people are saying it looks too big or it looks too confusing, then it's maybe something that you should think about scaling down again. I mean, for me, in my opinion, it is too big, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong about that, I don't know. You definitely want to get a couple of different opinions, you know, and then take it from there. Up. Crazy. Oh man. You know what? This is a great troll game. If you're trying to troll someone, then this is a great game for that. You know, this is the kind of game that you could annoy people with very easily and very well. I kind of feel like this part of the map is crucial. Like where you go from this part of the map is very important to whether you succeed or fail in navigating the arrows. But there's only 2 arrows that you can choose, because this down arrow obviously is just going to push you into the wall, and this one is just going to push you into the wall. So it's only left or right that you can possibly choose. And I've already pressed that blue button there, so try this one again. Because I've got no control over the character while he's... No, I've been here before. Been here before. spikes at all. And then, so the only option is to step on this arrow here. And then that brings you back to the start thing. This brings you back to the start. This does bring you back to the start, okay. Wait, does this take me to the... Where does this take me to now? Step on this arrow, it's going to zoom me up here, and then it's going to zoom me right and then up, which is not where I want to go because I've already stepped on that. Don't want to step on this left arrow because that's going to take me to there. This. Ah! No! Oh god. This is hard as balls. This is really like frying my brain. Who put these arrows here anyway? Like in the game? Who would do that? It's really evil. Wait a second. I stepped on this one and that did nothing. So I don't want to step on that up arrow either, because that's gonna... What about this up arrow? Progress? Are we making... We're not. We're not making progress. We're not. So... Yep. No, I don't want to do that. It's a mistake. I can't get past, because I'm looking at this ladder here that's going down underneath into an underground cave, and I would like to get to that, but I can't. These items here are blocking my passage, so I can't get any further down. Oh, whoops. Oh god. Ooh. No. This game is making me feel really stupid. I feel like a retard. Seriously. There's just so many arrows on screen, and it's so hard to keep track of where they send you because the map is so huge. This is the issue, right? This is the issue that I have with this portion of the game. There's a lot of arrows, and they don't just move you like a couple of squares to the left or a couple of squares to the right. They send you like halfway across the map, and you change directions so many times, and the map is so huge that it is really difficult to it's really difficult to navigate. Like even if I were to get a piece of paper and write down, okay, so stepping on this arrow does XYZ, I would still find it hard to write that down. Like I wouldn't know how to describe it. Like, okay, so it zooms me left halfway across the screen, then it zooms me up. That wouldn't even really help me. That's just going to push me into the wall. Okay. That's just going to push me into the wall. Look at this, right? Ooh, this is new. Right? This is new, right? I haven't been here before. Okay. Concentrate now. We don't want to have to go back to the start and get all lost again. We've got to concentrate and focus on making the right selection this time. The problem is you can't see very far. Like, I can't see. Okay, so if I go on this arrow, then I will go up and then I will go right. And going right is going to send me, well, that's as far as I can see, across the right of the screen. I don't think I've been to that bridge bit before. Down, I've got no idea where the down arrow is going to send me, apart from down. So let's try this. Okay. And are we in a new place, or is this new? Or have I been here before? I don't think I've been here before, have I? There's just so many freaking arrows. I mean, look. No, I've been here before. Because, look, press the button. Oh, internet. I wish there were people in the chat to help me. Okay, I'm gonna go and get a little something to eat. I'll be back in like 1 minute time. If there's anyone watching, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've gone and got some fruity Mentos. Chewy drags. What's a drag? It says chewy drags on it. Don't know what that means. They're like just kind of fruity sweets. So I'm gonna have some of these and sorry for the crunching sounds. They're quite nice, they're quite tasty, but they're very sweet, you know, but I feel like I need something sweet. Can't talk when I'm eating though. So I'm trying to work out where these arrows are going to send me by following the path. Okay, so that's that little enclosure bit with the spikes. So what I'm guessing is that once I press the third blue switch, the spikes that are blocking the exit from that little bit are going to go away. Shitload of arrows here. Oh, whoops, shit. Shitballs. Oh well. Yeah, so this, these spikes here, I think this is what the blue switches are going to deactivate. Once I press all 3 blue switches, I think these spikes are going to be retracted into the ground. and then I can move forward. But obviously I have to find the blue switches first, which at the moment can't do. I know I've been on all of these arrows before, so I know I'm not gonna go anywhere new, but what? Right back to the start. Oh, hallelujah. Oh. Wow. These Mentos are really sweet. Oh, a lot of sugar in them. So that's good. Okay. It's dead. God, my diet is terrible. I'm like a nutritionist's nightmare. I had some sugary sweets for lunch now, and I'm gonna wash my sugary sweets down with some Coke. So, diabetes inbound. Bring it on. Okay, so we just need to kill this guy quickly. Because we finally solved the puzzle. We finally managed to arrive at our destination, where we were trying to get all this time. Finally got there. No, it's probably not as hard as it looks. Like, it's probably, you know, it's probably not that hard, but I don't know. I was getting a little bit frustrated with all the arrows and like having to watch it over and over again, go zooming around the map. I was getting a little bit frustrated, to be honest with you. But you know, puzzles are meant to be frustrating to a certain extent. If a puzzle isn't frustrating, that means that it's not a challenge. Because if you're not getting frustrated, then you're not losing. So it's got to be a little bit Okay, so now all we have to do is get back to the spikes bit, which I think I remember how to do. I think it was only like 2... Oh god, could you imagine if I couldn't get back to the start now? That would be hilarious if I couldn't find my way back to the original bit that I kept going back to. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, that would be hilarious. So, I think, yeah, this is where I want to go. Right. I was right, the blue switches do indeed remove the spikes. Hell yeah, oh my god, are you joking me? I never want to do that ever again. And you see, that's the kind of bad thing as well. Is a game, you know, you want a game to have replayability factor. So you want people to replay your game because they enjoyed it. And for me, this section of the game, I would just be dreading it, because even though I solved it, even though I managed to solve the puzzle, I don't know how I did it. It was basically just random stepping on stuff until I got to the right place. You know, I've got no idea how I would repeat it. Like if someone was asking me, how do you solve the puzzle in the event park, I would not be able to tell them. I mean, I would be able to tell them, oh, you've got to press the blue switches, and then the spikes will go down. But in terms of actually how to get to the switches, I don't remember, and I would kind of be dreading this part. But it's fixable. Like it's totally fixable. Like it wouldn't take much to just adjust the difficulty of the puzzle, just a little bit. So it's not really a big deal, but it's definitely something that I think I would adjust somehow. I'm still having fun. I'm still enjoying the game. So don't worry about it too much, Luxus. I don't want to be doing an Indra Lady Potato on you. Okay. Battle. Get on. This music is really good. I love it. Darkness Punch. That's new. Let's give it a go. On her. Get blind. I'm not doing very much damage though, am I? 63 damage. Very much damage. Magic is a lot more effective on the Scorpion than just physical attacks, so I'm going to try and stick to that as much as possible. So stone on the Scorpion. And Devil is stunned. Oh, people stunned already. Oh, that was quick. Scorpion is almost dead. These enemies are not doing very much damage to me, so there's not much fear of dying in this battle. But you can't really spam normal attack on the enemies. Normal attack, it does not do enough damage, like it's such low damage, you're kind of forced to use your special attacks. Otherwise you'll be doing like no damage at all. You know? I think that the enemy's HP totals could be a tiny bit adjusted. They seem to have a lot of HP in comparison to their other stats. Like if this enemy was really threatening to me and had a lot of attack power and was doing a lot of damage to me, it would make like it would be in line with their HP totals, but at the moment they just have like huge amounts of HP but are not really that scary. So it's kind of just like a case of whittling their HP down, you know, quite slowly. Yay! Got it. So level 22. First blue, and now you. That's right, all you are gonna lose. All your coloured friends. Oh my god, that sounded so racist. Oh my god. Could you imagine if anyone ripped that? What I just said. Oh my god, I walked into that one, didn't I? Oh my god. All you and your coloured friends. Oh my god. I meant because they, you know, are wearing very coloured costumes, like colourful costumes. That's what I meant. Just wait and see, you won't get away with this. Scandal. I'm gonna be banned from Twitch now. I'm gonna be banned. I'm gonna get a big huge ban hammer on me for that. And YouTube. It's all gonna go. Just because of a silly mistake. Sorry, the entrance is closed. Sorry, the entrance is closed. I'm just gonna repeat the same thing, eh? Okay. Swim? Can I go for a swim? I like to swim. New music. This is a good piece of music. I like this music. This is uplifting. After what I've just been through, this is the perfect music to come into. It's folksy. Oh, it's awesome. Listen to that. Listen to how jaunty and upbeat it is. I could live my life to this. Love it. You can buy your ticket here. You can enter a park with a normal ticket. You can also buy a master ticket. Master ticket? So you can always enter the event park whenever you want. Master ticket. Have fun. With this music, how can I not have fun? Even just the music alone is worth the entry price. Gotta get up and dance in a minute. I saw some mittens lying near the battle arena. Maybe someone lost them. It's not exactly mitten weather though, is it? Like, who's wearing mittens at this time of year? I saw a book in the corner of the park that said I should use it. Wow, people are losing stuff left, right and centre in this place. Are there pickpockets here? When this park was opened for the first time, I was here at day 1. And I still come here almost every day, so I really know a lot about it. By the way, my name is Lloyd. If someone asks about it, I need to be rewritten a little bit. My brother always helps in this part to do the dirty work. He's in the cave if you're looking for him. Oh yeah, dirty work. There are many secrets inside the cave. Do you have the courage to take a look? No, I want to listen to the music some more. I want to listen to the cheerful, jaunty music. I love that. It's so kind of... it just makes you feel like everything's going to be okay. Excellent. Loving this music way too much. I'm living for it. Booze? Who is even boozing it up here? And they spilt red wine on a white tablecloth? How rude. You know how difficult that is going to be to clean? Especially if they just leave it there for ages and ages and no one comes and takes it away. Welcome to Fusion Center. New face? I will open Fusion Center for you. Blah, 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 blah. From now on, you can reach Fusion Center from the main menu. Come whenever you want to fuse your cards or go to the main menu. Oh Those Mentos have gone straight to my head. I'm sugar drunk. Drunk on sugar. Okay, so this person who was drinking here was a lot more careful and managed to not spill a drop. Good for them. Start. All members. Oh yes, this is the kind of the online profile stuff. I think I've already seen those though. It's a really cool feature, like it's really impressive, and I think that it was very innovative, and he's done a brilliant job in coming up with a way for people to compete at this game without obviously having an online server that connects people. I think it was a really great idea and executed. From what I haven't tried it yet. Like I haven't tried going to the website and entering my details, but it seems like it works very well. So I'm really impressed by that. Nah, dirty work. So, are those the attractions at the event park? The Fusion Center and the... oh no, there's one more. I was hoping for like a little kind of mini game or something, you know? Usually like in Final Fantasy VII when you go to the Gold Saucer and it's got all those mini games, the basketball and whatever. Because if this is an amusement park, then it's that kind of location, you know, where you get mini games. Aha, mini game. Puzzle maze. Start. Huh. Let's go. Oh no, no. Is this like an arrow mini game thing with the arrows? I've kind of done the arrows for today. Would you like to? Well, I'll give it a go, but is it just arrows? Because yeah, I'm kind of arrowed out at the moment. Another day maybe. I just don't feel like, you know, because also it takes my music away from me, and I need the music. Get access if you manage. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a really good incentive for the mini games. So if you beat the puzzle maze and the battle arena, then you get access to a secret special building. I think that's a really good idea to have some kind of reward for completing the mini games. That seems worth it. Like, and that seems intriguing, you know. I would definitely want to check that out if I was not exhausted from the arrows. Welcome to Battle Arena, the place for every Shindra Duel player. Every room has its own level. There shouldn't be I know this is really getting very nitpicky, but there shouldn't be an apostrophe. It should just be it's without the apostrophe, because it's, when you say it's, that means it is. Without the apostrophe is for possession, so its own level is without the apostrophe. And that's a really stupid small thing, but it's just, I'm kind of a grammar Nazi, so I was just pointing that out too. The left room is the beginner battle. Here you will duel against the easiest players. Why don't you start over there? The second room is the great battle. Here is some advanced Shindra Duel player. The last room, the right one, is the King Battle. They don't mess around, and are a challenge for almost every Shindra Duel player. You get a reward for every room, and if you beat a room, you're allowed to enter the next room. Have fun. Okay, cool. That's cool. Battle Arena. That's a really nice little feature. You know, to test how well you've learned the game, and to test how strong your team is. I mean, again, I would love it if I could actually change my team. I can't seem to do that at the moment. you know, it just doesn't seem to work. But hopefully Luxus will see this video and either fix it or tell me how to do it. Fix it. And you see, this is another really awesome feature of this game, is that I think that every NPC you come across has got a side quest. Literally, every single person you talk to has got a side quest for you to do that would have required a lot of setting up. Like Luxus would have had to set up the side quest and make an event and make a reward and all that kind of programming stuff. He's had to do that for every single NPC that you meet. So that's really impressive. You know, definitely cool feature. Okay, but I think that I've been streaming for 3 hours now, and we've managed to reach the event park, so I think that's a good place to put a break in it. I'm gonna go and lie down in a dark room after the arrow puzzle. I'm gonna go and recover.